Good morning. This is Robert Kaars Sijpesteijn bringing you this morning's market update. In the US, all markets closed up with the US 500 adding 7 points to close on 2,104.18. The US Tech 100 added 12 points to close on 4,542.95, and the Wall Street gained 95 points to close on 18,121. Meanwhile, hedge funds have suffered their worst quarter in 7 years after more than $15 billion was pulled out by investors starting to fight back against the high fees being charged across the industry. The total amount invested in hedge funds fell to $2.86 trillion in the first 3 months of the year, marking the first time since 2009 that the sector has faced 2 consecutive quarters of net outflows. Sharp market moves have wrong-footed many firms, leading to poor performances in the first quarter from funds such as Bill Ackman's Pershing Square and Rankling investors already disgruntled over fees structures charging 2% for management as well as 20% of profits. Given the exuberant charges and high market volatility, most investors are looking to withdraw from hedge funds and are looking to place their investments elsewhere. In the commodities sector, gold declined yesterday, with the precious metal dropping $4 to close on $1,245.50. Meanwhile, Brent crude has continued its rise, gaining a further $1.80 to close on $45.60 a barrel. In Europe, the Germany 30 has continued its week-long rally, adding a further 92 points to close on 10,434.7, while the UK 100 rose 18 points to close on 6,416.2. Mining companies were the top risers in the UK, gaining anywhere between 0.5 to 5.2%. However, in negative territory was Hargreaves Lansdown as the top faller, down 4.4%, joined with the likes of Paddy Power Betfair, who suffered heavy losses over the Cheltenham weekend, with the bookie dropping 4.3%. In today's corporate news, shares in Mitsubishi have suspended after the carmaker admitted some employees had falsified fuel economy data. American Express posed revenues net of interest expense of $8.1 billion for the first quarter, matching estimates, and Swiss pharmaceuticals company Novartis reported a 13% year-on-year drop in profits for the first quarter, and Volkswagen AG has agreed to set aside at least $10 billion to resolve civil claims by US government and lawsuits by American car owners over diesel vehicles rigged to cheat pollution controls. The parties reached the accord ahead of the Thursday deadline set by a federal judge for the car maker to say how it would fix the vehicles. Volkswagen has been negotiating with the US environmental regulators on an acceptable solution. Judge Charles Breyer said that fixing the almost 600,000 vehicles or getting them off the road would be the first step to any settlement. Today's economic data in focus at 9:30 in the UK, retail sales for March were released and public sector net borrowing for March was released. At 12:45 in Europe, the ECB interest rate decision will be released, followed at 1:30 in the US by the jobless claim for April and the ECB monetary policy statement and press conference. At 2 o'clock in the US, housing price index for February is released, and at 3 o'clock in the UK, Bank of England's Governor Carney will give a speech, followed by the consumer confidence of April. That's all for this morning's market update. Thank you and goodbye.